Now in this set of videos, what I've done is I've really compiled excellent questions and put them together so that you can practice for your test. Now these are the questions where I find students making mistakes. So be very careful. There are a few catchy things in them, and that's why students make mistakes. The whole idea is that I want you to get very good marks and not to make or commit the mistakes which can be avoided, right? And practice test, that's the way it is. Practice test is only going to help you if you truly practice. Now, these are the questions which you should copy. You should pause the video, copy the questions, solve them, then restart and listen to my suggestion. That way it is really going to help you. So here is question number 1, and this is test on dot products of vectors. Question number 1 is, if u, v and w are the three vectors, you need to find magnitude of this expression. And part B is dot product of u and v. So I'll request you to pause the video, copy the question, do the solution and restart to check your solution, how close you are. Well, here is my suggestion. When you read the question, it is vector u is minus 2, minus 3, minus 1. V is 2i minus 3j plus k, and w is minus 5, minus 2, minus 7. You need to find absolute value of minus 5v minus 3i minus 27k. Now the mistake which students will do is really get mixed up, because here we are actually using only one of the three vectors, that is vector v. We are actually not utilizing u and w at all, right? If you look at it very carefully, the question really is, first let me do the inside expression, and let that inside expression be, let us say, x, right? So x is equal to minus 5, I'll use column matrix, correct? And minus 5v. So v is this, 2, minus 3 and 1. So let me write this as 2, minus 3 and k value is 1. Do you see that? Now minus 3i, minus 3i. So what is vector I? Vector I is a component 1 in x direction and 0, 0 in y. And do you understand? That is kind of a very, very critical step to understand, right? So I'm making these matrix here, right? So let me just pass some time to give you what we are really dealing with here. Minus 27, and then we have k here. K. What is k? K is 0, 0 and 1. That is k, a unit vector in the direction of z-axis, correct? So truly that is what is inside, correct? And now you can solve this, right? And then get the answer. So it could be now simple maths. So minus 2 minus 5 times 2 is 10. And then 10 minus, let's write 10 minus 3, right? So 10 minus 3 is 7. So you get 7 here, rather 13. Minus 10 minus 3 is minus 13. And then we have 15 and 0, 0. So we have 15 here. And here we have minus 5 and then minus 2, which is minus 7. What I'm trying to say here is that x is something like this, but truly speaking, that is something where students make mistake, right? Now, once you've done this x, you can find absolute value of x, which will be equal to, you can write this as, let me just squeeze it in here in a different ink. So absolute value of x is what you need to find, and that is equal to square root of this square, which is in our case minus 13 square plus 15 square plus minus 7 square, right? So that gives you the answer for this particular question, right? So that is how it is. Now the next one is kind of straightforward. So I know you must have got this one, which is just a dot product of u and v, right? So it is equal to minus 2, minus 3, minus 1 dot. 2, minus 3, and 1, correct? And that gives you minus 2 times 2 is minus 4. Minus 3 times minus 6 is plus 9. And minus 1 times 1 is minus 1. And that is 5 minus 1 is 4, right? So that is a straightforward thing, but that is kind of critical. So I hope you have made a note of this. So while reading the question, you have to be very careful, correct? And then do your other things properly. Thank you and all the best.